Ellie, let's talk about Halloween. I have always loved to dress up and things. I think it's fun. I think it's cute. Especially when I was younger, we used to have a little tradition where we would watch Monster House. Great, iconic film.
I remember that movie. We watched it so many times.
You hate it.
I know.
But I love it. And especially our other sister, she is very much in the Halloween spirit. So she kind of inspired me to continue to be excited about Halloween. So when we were younger, we would do our costumes. So we wouldn't really buy them. We would kind of make do. And then we used to always get all our candy out in piles and sort them and trade. I don't know if you remember, you were kind of not really into it.
Into trading our candy? I mean, there's just some candy that I was not willing to let go of because I just knew that was my favorite.
Lollipops were the one for me. I also got into Whoppers. I know everybody hates Whoppers, those like little chocolate ball guys.
Oh, the malt covered ones?
Yeah.
Those are gross. I'm sorry.
I know everybody says they're gross, but I think they're good. And I used to hate them just because everybody else hated them. And I was like, why does everybody hate Whoppers? And then I realized Whoppers are good. Everybody else is just dumb. But as I got older and I entered middle school, I felt the judgment from everyone. I remember a specific memory was I was in the gym locker room and we were changing for PE, and I was asking one of my friends, oh, are you going trick-or-treating? This is 6th grade. We're still like 11 years old. We're still children. But all these other girls would judge people and they would say, you still go trick-or-treating? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Like, I didn't see the problem with it. I mean, I can kind of see why you'd get annoyed at like a high schooler, like an older high schooler.
I don't even get that. If you're in high school and you want to go trick-or-treating, live your life.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
These girls were judgy though. Maybe it's just the middle school angst, or I don't know. They were trying to be cool or something. But I was like, why is everyone judging me? I want to go trick-or-treating. I'm still a child.
That's honestly just middle school. You being judged, you judging others, being harsh on each other.
That's true.
But
then again, I was also ruthless. I was a ruthless little 6th grader. But anyways, I wanted to dress up and still go trick-or-treating. And I think I did that year. I was like, oh, I don't care. But I think the next year I didn't go. And I was like, this is lame. Like, all those girls that made me feel insecure about going trick-or-treating as an 11-year-old, y'all are lame. If you don't want to go trick-or-treating, that's fine. But I just love the spirit of it. Even if I go for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something, it's still fun. It's still an experience. It's like in the Halloween spirit of it all. Even if other people think it's lame, you should still go.
No, I agree. And I mean, it's just a part of your childhood. I can see why at some point, if you stop enjoying it and you start to feel too old for it, that's fine. But you're not really, as long as you're not harming anyone.
I didn't want to let it go. And now it's different. There's this That 70s Show episode where I think the title is what is it? I think it's Too Old to Trick or Treat, Too Young to Die. And I felt that. I think when I was in like high school, I still started to, I wasn't really the trick-or-treater. I was just gonna I would still dress up and pass out candy, and that's still just as fun for me. But I was feeling That 70s Show, Too Old to Trick or Treat, Too Young to Die vibe. That was me.
I mean, I'm traditionally or not traditionally, I guess the right word would be typically a Halloween
hater.
No, not a hater. It's just non-participant generally. I like Halloween in the spirit of like how it is, like how children enjoy it and all that, and how it's like just a fun holiday and it's not super serious, like at least the way that people celebrate it here. But I've never been one to want to put in a lot of effort into like finding a costume to wear, and
I love to see the little kids' outfits.
It's really cute.
Cute.
When the kids come by for trick-or-treating, it's super cute. I think that's my favorite part, honestly, now. Then it used to be when I was older. I didn't just used to think that way. But now, I mean, when I was younger, but now that I'm older and I see the little kids and how excited they are and their parents taking them, and then it's so cute how
them having fun makes it fun.
Yes, and then their parents would be like, "Say thank you, Timmy,"
It's
and then
so cute.
and then Timmy says thank you, and it's like, oh, it's so cute.
And I don't even like kids, but when I see them like enjoying the spirit of the holiday, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Adorable.
It just like I think it makes me happy because I was judged by those girls, so I was like, my inner child is,
you share in their joy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah. y'all are enjoying something that should be fun. It should be something that you look forward to every year. Like, oh, I'm gonna dress up and we're gonna go get candy. It's like, it's cute. I think that's why I like it, because it's just fun, you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean, and I agree with you. That's the best. Also, Halloween parties.
These days, it's all about the parties.
It's all about the party.
And I enjoy a good Halloween party. I'm just not very much of a partier. I'm a homebody person. So, but if it's for Halloween, I'll go out. I don't care.
For me, I go for the food and to talk to people.
Nobody gets, well, at least the Halloween parties that I've been to, nobody has food. I guess candy, but that's like lame. Like, if you're going to throw a Halloween party, it better be a costume party. If it's not, you're a loser.
Then it's not a Halloween party if
exactly.
you don't have costumes.
Everybody, like, you know, in Mean Girls, when they have the Halloween party in the beginning and everybody's dressed up, like, that's what I want. I want people to put effort, because then it's not fun. Because if you put effort and then other people don't, it's like, oh, lame.
It's like, why'd you even come?
Exactly. Why'd you even come?
No, but yeah, it's I agree. It's way better when everybody, you know, dresses up and all that.
Yeah, love it. I love Halloween, and everybody should keep dressing up because it's fun. It's cute.
What are you planning to dress up as this year?
Okay, I think I'm gonna be 2 separate costumes. It depends on whether or not I go to a Halloween party. If I go to a Halloween party, which I'm thinking I am, I'm gonna be a sexy pirate. Because I've never been a sexy anything. So I think last year, what was I last year? Last year I was Wednesday Addams, and it was just like pretty basic. And the year before that I was Charlie Brown. So it was never anything sexy. So I want to be a sexy pirate. But then,
how are you going to accomplish the sexy pirate look?
Well, I'm not going to buy anything. Actually, I need to buy a hat. But other than that, I have already the components of a sexy pirate. I just kind of have to configure my outfit. I just have to buy a pirate hat. But then my next costume, I'm gonna be a couple's costume with my boyfriend. He's gonna be Walter White, and I'm gonna be Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, and I'm gonna do the voice, the bitch, you know. I am gonna do the voice, and he's gonna be like, Jesse, we need to cook, you know.
Yeah.
That's my plan this year.
So you're going to do 2 costumes.
I'm doing one costume probably on Sunday if there's a Halloween party that day, and then the next costume on Monday, which is actual Halloween.
I might get invited to a Halloween party, and I don't know what to dress up as if I go.
Be something easy.
Like what?
You can borrow my Charlie Brown shirt. I made it.
That is easy. That would be convenient. What color pants does he wear?
It's black shorts.
Oh,
so you just literally wear like
black pants, because it might be cold.
When I was Charlie Brown, I wore black leggings. So
what'd you do with your hair and makeup? Did you do anything like that?
No. I literally just kept it like my normal, everything the same, except for the only thing that was different was my shirt. That's it. I had a list of a couple basic costumes that you can be, but Charlie Brown's easy because I have the shirt. Everybody's a cat, everybody's a devil, everybody's all those easy basic ones, which you can be. But if you don't want to be basic, then I think something punny is funny.
Something clever.
Do
you have you ever seen that show Superstore?
No. You've talked to me about it.
Yeah, so that they have their Halloween episodes. Everyone like really tries. They like go all out. The characters. It's a show. It's like a workplace comedy, and it's about people that work at a superstore. Like,
does it give you like Office vibes or no?
It's similar in the sense of like the way the characters like relate to each other, but
is it a mockumentary? Is that how you say it?
It's not a mockumentary style. Okay. So it's not the same like type of show in the sense of it being mockumentary, but it's the same thing as a workplace comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite thing about that show is in between scenes they show like people shopping at the store and the weird stuff they do, and that's the best part.
That's funny.
And it's honestly, a lot of it seems really accurate.
Do they show people stealing?
Yeah, they show everything. They show people stealing. Funny. They show people like, being weird, and they think no one's watching them, and it's funny. That's
so funny.
Yeah.
I would actually, sometimes I think, I can work at like a Walmart or something, and then I'm like, could I? But if it's just a people watch, then I'm down to watch people be weird and steal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you have to deal with the customers too. It's not just that.
No, I'll ignore them. I'll ignore all of them. But yeah, I think just being in the spirit of Halloween is so fun, and to see other people having fun with Halloween makes it more fun.
What candies are your go-to?
Lollipops. I'm like a sweet sour person, so like those warheads, I think they're called. When I was a kid, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like when you're a kid your taste buds are different or something, but when I was a kid they seemed like the most sour thing that I've ever tasted in my life. But now that I try them, like, they're not even that sour.
Really? Okay, so that somewhat of an opposite thing happened to me. I used to love sour candy. I used to love sour things, like especially candy. And as I've gotten older, I actually hate it now. Like, I've lost the taste for it. I've not been one to even really feel like even having a gummy worm lately. It's been like, I don't like lemonade,
I'm the complete opposite. I'm literally the complete opposite. I think when I was a kid, I was like crazy for candy, and then as I got older, I was like a more salty, I want chips, salty savory person.
Yeah.
I don't know what switched within probably the last like year and a half or so.
The pandemic.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you got COVID and you didn't know.
No. But I don't know actually. But I don't think so. But anyways, I just like now I have a craving for candy all the time. Like, I must have candy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like this oral fixation thing I have. Like, I have to be like I love a good Jolly Rancher because it's just like kind of in your mouth and it's just yummy.
I don't like the blue ones.
The blue ones are
not a real flavor.
The blue ones are the worst ones. I don't care what anybody says. I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but the blue raspberry ones, the blue raspberry anything is awful because it's fake. It's not real. Obviously, none of the flavors are real because it's candy. But like, there is a real cherry. There is a real grape. There is a real watermelon.
But the artificial grape doesn't taste like real grape.
No. But I mean, blue raspberry, there is no such thing as a blue raspberry. There's red raspberries because that's what raspberries are, or what is it, blackberries.
I think they make it blue to distinguish between cherry and strawberry because those are already red. And so to kind of make it like a different flavor without it being the same.
Oh, I guess.
But I mean,
but why do they call it blue raspberry? Why don't just call it raspberry or blackberry? I don't know.
Well, blackberries and raspberries are different.
Okay.
Fruits.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a hater. I just don't like blue raspberry because it's fake. It's a lies. Yeah. It's lies in the packaging, and I don't agree. I mean, I'll still eat it. But the thing is, with Jolly Ranchers, even though I love them, I pretty much always have Jolly Ranchers on hand. They're always in my bag or something. I always have them. But I have this dilemma with them. Why do they always put the least amount of the best flavors? There's always like, out of the bag, there's probably like, I don't know, like 30 or something.
Well, everyone would disagree with you because it just depends on what they think is their favorite, and statistically you're going to get a certain random number. I mean, I'm not sure if it's completely random.
Throwing the stats at me.
Yeah.
I think you're right though, but why is there always such a limited amount of reds and so many blues? There's so many blue ones and I don't get it.
Well, I mean, you'd have to like take samples to really test this out and see it.
That's true.
It's gonna vary by batch,
but the difference is though, so like the regular Jolly Rancher bags, the ones that have all the like the original flavors, like cherry, watermelon, grape, green apple, and the blue raspberry one, those I find as an avid Jolly Rancher buyer, consumer, what have you, I find that there's always more blues. But recently I got the tropical pack, I think that's what it's called, and it has fruit punch, pineapple, mango, and lime. Those are the flavors. And it has, I swear to God, there was nothing but fruit punch in there. There was probably like 3 mangoes, maybe like 4 pineapple ones.
I'd like to see how at the factory
I want to see
sort them in there.
I think they put more blue on purpose. Maybe it's because more people like it, but I doubt it. Who would like that?
I'm assuming they like have a certain ratio, and then like
I want to meet these people. I want to go to the factory. I want to go to the candy factory, and I want to ask them, why is it like this?
I'm curious where they're made. Jolly Rancher, so who owns that?
I don't have a clue. Who owns anything? Bill Gates.
No, it's not.
I bet he has a hand in the candy world.
The Hershey company.
Oh, okay, Hershey's. They own everything, I think. Almost
apparently
everything.
it looks like there's one in Denver.
The factory?
I know there's a lot of candies made in Mexico.
Let's plan a trip. Let's go to Denver.
Just for the candy.
We can make a candy podcast.
Oh no, apparently in 2002 they closed their Colorado plant, and so they manufacture the candy in Mexico. Yeah, I think I recently saw or listened to a podcast where one of the guests that was on worked at a candy factory, and he was talking about how they make the candy in advance, obviously so that it can get shipped out and ready, and that they play the music for the, like for example, when they're working on Halloween candy, they have like
Halloween music.
I think so.
Like spooky, like Monster Mash.
He said he'd kind of get a little tired of the candy ahead of the season ahead of time, because like for example right now they're probably working on, I don't know,
like Christmas.
Yeah, they're probably working on Christmas or maybe even like Valentine's Day candy at this point. Who knows? Maybe I don't know how far ahead they work, but
yeah, really in advance. That's so crazy. They play the music. Oh my gosh, when I would work, well, at the last restaurant that I worked in, not the one I'm currently in, which I have stories about that, but we can talk about that a different time. But they would always play, like during Christmas time, they would play all the Christmas music, and I got so sick of it. I would get so mad. I would get mad at my manager to be like, can y'all play anything else? And they're like, no.
I don't think they can even control it there, or I don't know if
they can.
Well, but they don't get to pick it.
No, they don't get to pick individually.
They make them put
it's like stations. Channel. Like when I worked at, actually not shout out because I hated working there. The worst place I've ever worked. You should just say
when I worked at this frozen yogurt company.
When I worked at this anonymous frozen yogurt company that shall not be named, they had certain stations.
The company station.
Yeah, so they had like a classic rock station, and they had a pop station, and they only had like 4 or something. A country one, and I forget what the other one was.
At least they gave you somewhat of an option
kind
in terms
of
stations.
But and there was a Christmas one. Out of only the like 4 that they had, one of them was designated to Christmas. And I don't understand. I mean, I understand because everyone loves Christmas. I would just keep it at the pop station because that's how it was usually. Nobody really changed it except for this one girl. She was like my favorite coworker. I remember her name, but I'm not gonna say it. But she would always get so annoyed when it was at the pop station. She would be like, they need to stop putting it at the pop station because it was the same songs all the time. It gets annoying. But I would be like, I like the songs, but I'm not even like a huge pop person. I have a big like different taste in music. I kind of like a little of everything except for country. Sorry. But but she would get so mad at the pop station, like as mad as I would get about the Christmas station.
I can see why the Christmas station gets old quicker because it's the same songs you hear every year.
Of course, Miss Mariah Carey.
Yeah, which I love. I love her. I love her music.
I don't love her. I'm so sorry. Is this a hot take? I think it's a hot take. I don't like Mariah Carey.
As a person or as an artist?
I think she's an amazing singer.
Or you mean her image as a person, how she appears to be in the media? Correct. I think she's misunderstood, honestly.
Correct.
I think that media portrays her a certain way negatively.
Correct.
She's viewed as a like diva, but in a negative sense, which is, honestly, as a word has changed. It used to have like positive connotation. Mm-hmm. It used to be like describing a opera singer or a singer of like extreme talent and all that, and it's become a negative thing.
You're right. You know what? I changed my mind. I mean, I've always thought Mariah Carey is extremely talented. I mean, she has a voice like no other, but I think you're right. It's just the way that the media portrays her. But you know what I heard?
What?
I heard that she made like an alternative, like, what is it? Like emo album really? They didn't let her release because they wasn't like with her image.
If that's true, that's amazing.
I heard she had inspiration from like Avril Lavigne and like,
wow.
I don't remember where I saw this, but apparently it's like she made it at the same time she made her like debut album or something. She made them at the same time, and that's they only crazy. Let her release her pop album.
That if that's true, that doesn't surprise me that happened, and I would love to hear it.
I want to hear it.
I'm sure it would make so much money.
It would. I would probably become a Mariah Carey stan after that album. But yeah.
Well, I would love to hear more about that if that's out there.
If it's true, I think it's true. Because, I mean, she's multifaceted.
Yeah, I guess it's the word.
I don't know a word.
Do you want to take a break?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a break and we'll come back later and talk more about Halloween and, I don't know, other similar tangents. See you later. Hey, it's Ellie. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Feel free to comment down below to let us know what you think of this episode. We also have an Instagram, so if you'd like to follow us there, or if you have ideas for future topics, please DM us at YouHaveMyAttention pod. That's YouHaveMyAttentionPod on Instagram. Thanks for chilling with us, and now let's get back to the show. Hey, we're back.
Hello, one and all. We are back. So let's go back to our original Halloween topic.
Yeah,
I know we
good.
Went on a little Mariah Carey tangent, but anyways, back to Halloween. So I already talked about my costume. Did I tell you? Did we talk about the Charlie Brown?
Yeah, that I should dress up as Charlie Brown.
I should just be Charlie Brown.
It sounds like a pretty good option
because
there's so many options. I can't even.
It's just like easy. You can be like anything you want to be. Anyways, so I just want everybody that celebrates Halloween or everybody that thinks it's lame, Ellie.
It's not me. Like I said, I just respect it.
I
respect people's.
What's that Vanessa Hudgens thing? Like, I get it. I respect it. Inevitable, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just want people to have fun. I think it's just a fun, silly holiday. I don't really know the history or what have you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to read about it because I want to know more. You know, I'm curious.
It's just fun. I think it's just fun. It's just a little silly day that you can just dress up as somebody else
or not
dress up
or
not literally just
chill and not eat any candy, which
or
is
you
fine.
Can be one of those people that just turns off their lights and doesn't hand out candy.
Oh yeah,
it's like the universal like don't bother me. You should be Charlie Brown. I'm gonna be 2 costumes and I'm gonna eat candy like I do like every day.
Have you every day? Do you really eat candy every day?
Yeah, I think I do eat candy every single day.
Bad to do that?
I try not to think about it. Do I think it's bad? Yes, but do I think about it when I do it? No.
Do you do the thing where you like will eat something sweet and they're like, I have to get this taste out of my mouth. And then you eat something salty and then you're like, I have to get this taste out of my mouth.
Yeah. Like, you know how, I don't know if everybody does this, but whenever I eat chocolate, I have to, like a chocolate chip cookie, let's say, I have to drink something.
Water.
Something. Like water or not milk. I'm sorry, I'm a milk hater.
Milk overall or just with cookies?
No, milk overall. Well, okay. I'm never going to be one of those people that can just drink milk like by itself. I used to be a long time ago, and then I realized how gross it was. And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
It's just your taste buds change.
It's just my taste buds.
Just like what we were talking about earlier with the sour candy and me not liking sour stuff
maybe
anymore.
That is that. I don't know. But I mean, I like a good soy milk. I like a good almond milk. Just not a cow milk lady. Unless, like, I'm not going to drink it straight up like that. You know, if it's in stuff and I can't really taste it, then okay, I'm going to drink that. But
when things taste too milky, if it's like in a baked item, like sweetened condensed milk, whenever it's in something, I can always tell. You have
a Remy nose too.
Yeah, like Remy from Ratatouille.
Oh yeah, let's explain that. So, Ellie has what we call a Remy nose because in the movie Ratatouille, the main character, the main rat, his name's Remy, and he, in the beginning of the movie, he is like smelling this pastry or something, and he can smell all the ingredients. That's literally Ellie.
I don't know if it's still the same. I don't know if that's still the case for me, that I can smell
the
those
nose
things.
thing. Really?
I mean, I can smell things, but
it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of wish I wasn't that good at smelling things.
I can't smell anything, hardly ever. I can't really smell. I can't hear. I can't see. I don't know.
That's not true. You can see.
I can see with glasses on.
Okay.
I can't really hear. My hearing is so bad.
Do you like listen to your music really loud and stuff? Or?
Well, okay. In my emo days, yeah, I would be like, I don't want to listen to everybody. I'm going to shut out the world and put on my headphones at full volume.
And that's why you ruin your hearing.
But I don't know. But that was a long time ago. But these days, I only listen to music in my car now. Mm-hmm. Well, that's not true. Most of the time, I listen to the music in my car whenever I'm driving. I always have it on. But my car stereo, it doesn't even get that loud. The one that I used to have in my other car, it was really loud, and I want the stereo to go so loud that I can't hear myself singing. I want it to be like that loud.
Well, you're driving,
yeah,
but you need to pay attention to your surroundings. Like,
I know,
if there's a siren or someone honking a horn, like to warn someone about something, it just doesn't seem wise.
Yeah. Okay, I used to be worse. Okay, back when I first started driving, when I was like 16 and I was on my way to school, I would put in headphones to listen to music while I was driving, and I know you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's
really
idea.
bad.
Don't recommend that.
But now I just play it out loud. But anyways, so my car doesn't even get that loud in the first place these days, so I don't know if maybe my hearing's just been messed up. I think I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be the most helpless when I'm old.
You don't know that for sure.
I feel I don't know, maybe I shouldn't put that into the universe.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But I feel like you're gonna be like Jane Fonda, you know, like
fabulous,
talented. Kicking in her 80s or whatever. I feel like you're gonna be her.
She's really in her 80s?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think she's like 80 something.
Wow, good for her.
I know, right? It's because, like, you know, she's on that show, Grace and Frankie. Is that what it's called? Frankie?
I thought that show was ending soon, or they're on the last season or something.
Maybe. I don't know. But she was on that show. And she was like, I think in the show she played like a 70-year-old, but I'm pretty sure she was 80.
Wow.
Or she is 80 now. You can fact check me, but I'm almost positive. I feel like you're going to be Jane Fonda, and I'm going to be... Who's helpless? I don't know.
Nobody that is, you know,
I'm gonna be helpless,
and no one we should name if we know of someone.
I'm gonna be the helpless one, and I'm gonna ask you for stuff, even though
you're gonna have to take care of yourself, girl.
I will.
I'll help you out, but
I will. But I feel I will take care of myself. But I feel like
84 according to Wikipedia.
See,
I am shook.
She doesn't look it.
I mean, 84. Wow.
Yeah, she doesn't look it.
What a legend.
She is a legend. She's a legend. We love her. This is Jane Fonda is a friend of the podcast. We love her.
We don't know.
We don't know her.
She
doesn't even know who we are.
Or she will listen or whatever.
She's too fabulous to even look my way, but I still love her. I think she's great.
Well, that's cool. Maybe I should dress as her.
Be Jane Fonda. What was she like? The original? What is it? Barbarella or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a movie.
I'm clueless when it comes to what you're.
Barbarella. You should look that up because she's in something like that, and it's like. Okay, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I understand she's been an activist for she has all these causes that she dedicates time, and she's actually gotten like. She's gone to protests and gotten arrested and stuff, and she won't even like use her fame to get herself out of it, from what I've heard or
she's
understood.
An icon.
If that's true, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Respect to her.
I think she was in I don't know the name. I don't even know what
she's been in a lot of stuff.
She's been in a lot of stuff.
It's hard to I mean, well, unless it's like listed right away in her bio.
It should be.
Barbarella?
Okay, no, maybe it's not.
Yeah, Barbarella, 1968.
Okay, yeah, see? There you go.
Science fiction film.
I knew it. I was about to say it's like spacey.
Yeah, she's the main character.
Yeah.
Wow,
she looks so good in it. I've never seen it, but I've seen pictures, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I know she's a queen. That's all I know about Jane Fonda. Maybe you should be Jane Fonda.
Which Jane Fonda, though? Like her now? Her protesting? Her...
I think you should be the most iconic Jane Fonda, which is like now. Well, was she more iconic before?
She's iconic her whole life.
Yeah, but like, which is the most like known?
I don't know.
Because
now, if you ask people now, it's probably like, oh, Grace and Frankie, or oh no, 9 to 5, right? That movie, 9 to 5. People know her from
never seen that movie, but it's that Dolly Parton, right?
Dolly Parton, isn't it? Yes.
9 to 5. You know, I know that song is so famous. We also love Dolly Parton.
Also, Lily Tomlin is in that one too.
Who is that?
From Grace and Frankie.
Oh. Oh my God. I don't know her name. I'm one of those people that like I know the face, but I don't know the name. So like,
oh yeah, well that's, I feel like, I don't know if that's most people, but a lot of people say that. I hear a lot of people say that.
That's true. But like our other sister, she will say, oh, this person's in this, and I was like, who is that? And she's like, that one person from this movie. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's,
you know, like she knows all the names.
That names, yeah. There's so many names to remember. I can't remember everybody's name. I'm sorry.
But I'm actually good with names. I like pride myself in the fact that I'm good at remembering people's names. So like,
you just said that.
I know, but like, I mean in person. I don't mean celebrities, like people that are in movies. I mean in person. Like if you tell me your name and I see you, then I'll remember it. Most likely. I see you. You see me. We see each other.
I do want to ask you, what is, going back to Halloween?
Sorry.
Because that's the main topic, right?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite candy and why?
Least favorite? Okay. Tootsie Rolls are up there.
You mean down there?
Down there.
Or up there, whatever. Up there in the least favorite, yeah.
Up there in the least favorite category. They're just like gross.
Why are they gross?
Okay. Those, here, I'll explain. Because I have, Tootsie Rolls and then like other, but let me be clear. The original Tootsie Rolls, not the Tootsie Roll flavored ones, the original brown poo looking ones. Those are the ones I don't like. And then I also don't like little caramel candies. I'm not a big fan of caramel, but I don't like Tootsie Rolls because I'm a texture person. Like if I don't like the texture, I don't like any of it. Doesn't matter how good the taste is.
I have to say, I think Tootsie Rolls aren't that bad. They're not, to me, they're not the worst and they're not the best. They're
okay,
like
what's the worst to you? If you say something like that's actually good, I'm gonna be mad. What?
Well, it's all subjective, you know.
I guess.
It's a candy that I think people either love or hate.
Okay, what is it?
Based off of what I've heard. Mm-hmm. Candy corn.
Oh, I hate candy corn. I've tried to like it. I've tried to like candy corn. I've done that thing where I'm like, okay, maybe I'll like it this time. Mm-hmm. No, I hate it.
It just, to me, it doesn't have, I mean, it has a little bit of a flavor, but it just tastes like a sweet thing.
I don't even think it tastes sweet. I think it tastes like rotten.
rotten
to me. I don't know.
I wouldn't even say that, and I don't even like it.
I think candy corn is iconic just because it's.
Yeah, I'm not saying
it's the iconic candy, but like every time I've tried to eat it, it's gross. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the flavor's supposed to be. Corny? It's supposed to be corny?
I don't know,
but it's not good to me.
I'd rather eat regular corn.
Me too.
Like candy corn.
I love, or like popcorn kernels.
All
Kernel.
things corn. That
all
is
things
real.
corn.
All things corn that are actually made of corn. I like.
What's fake corn? What's fake made of corn?
Candy corn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So going back to the candy, you said Tootsie Rolls on the bottom of your list. What's on the top?
I said lollipops earlier,
yeah.
but also I love.
And you said Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, I have so I go through this thing. I don't know what it is. I'm sure other people have gone through it, but I have I hyperfixate on a certain food or a certain snack or a certain whatever, and I eat that same thing over and over again until I get sick of it and hyperfixate on another food.
Oh, I
so
see.
That happens to me with candy.
Okay, I've kind of done this with eggs, or only ate eggs a certain way for the longest time, and then be like, I'm tired of that. I'm only gonna eat them like this now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm sure if there's.
I don't know.
I do that with candy. So I would go through a gummy worm phase. Mm-hmm. Or I would just, every time I would go to the store, I would buy gummy worms or anything gummy. And then I would go through a chocolate phase where I would only buy peanut M&Ms. Or I would only, those are really good. I think they're better than regular M&Ms. I used to think people were crazy for liking the peanut M&Ms more than the original, but now I like the peanut ones more than the original.
Have you tried all the new ones, like the pretzel and
the fudge
almond?
one? I've tried.
I haven't.
It's not good.
No.
Maybe I'm just okay.
You don't like it.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's not good because it's too fudgy. I mean, I know the flavor's literally fudge, so what am I expecting? But it's too much. I think it's too overpowering for that. Too chocolatey. Obviously you're buying chocolate and you expect to eat chocolate, but it's overpowering. And I think the peanuts M&Ms, it's the perfect balance because it's not too much chocolate. It's the perfect amount of layer.
And it has the peanut,
the peanut. Yeah. Oh,
protein
but
of the peanut.
Whenever I buy the peanut M&Ms, there's usually always at least one that doesn't have the peanut in it. It's a little treasure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's usually the smaller ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you next time you open a bag of peanut M&Ms, try and see if you have one that doesn't have a peanut in it, because it's as if it's an M&M, just a bigger M&M, because it has room for the peanut, but it doesn't have the peanut in it. But anyways, the next time you buy one, try and find the little treasure, because it's almost always in there. There's almost always one. So, but the top candies, definitely
lollipop for you. Lollipops
for me. Lollipops. I love
M&Ms.
Oh my gosh, I know. So I don't know if this was limited or something, but we have a friend, and she had, I think her boyfriend at the time bought her a whole bag of these heart-shaped lollipops.
Oh.
But they were
the Valentine's ones, or?
Yeah, okay. But they were sour Jolly Rancher flavored or something.
Oh, that sounds like something that was a limited.
And they were pink. I remember specifically they were pink heart-shaped Jolly Rancher lollipops, and they were kind of sour, and those are the best lollipops I've probably ever had in my life. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I really like them, and I don't know where they are. They're just long gone.
Maybe it was just a one-time thing that they did,
Or maybe it's just for Valentine's Day. I know it's not a Halloween candy, but it is a candy. So
no, I saw a video recently by a dental hygienist who has a channel on YouTube.
Oh, that's scary. I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm scared.
She was talking about she was kind of ranking candies in terms of which ones are the worst for your teeth, and she was kind of saying things like, if you're gonna eat candy, it's better if you just, instead of eating little bits of candy throughout the day, just have it at one point, and then rinse your mouth with water and then wait I think she said wait. You're supposed to not brush your teeth right after you eat. You're supposed to wait at least 30 minutes.
You're the one who told me that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like if you know you're gonna eat candy, maybe instead of just eating it like throughout the day, just have it at the time you're choosing, like let's say after dinner or whatever, and then that's it. You're done for the day. Instead of eating it throughout the day and like repeatedly exposing your teeth and
to
stuff to sugar and let it sit in your mouth and stuff. Those candies that sit in your mouth are worse for your teeth than like, say a chocolate with nuts in them, because chocolate at least has like magnesium. It has, you know,
I don't know what chocolate
other
has.
like, you know, vitamins and minerals or what have you that these melting candies that just sit in your mouth for a long time more than likely don't have.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Shout out to this hygienist. But
her name is Teeth Talk Girl on YouTube.
Teeth
Check
Talk?
her out. Yeah.
Oh, like TikTok, but like Teeth Talk.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's cool. That's like an interesting little niche kind of content that she has.
Yeah, she talks a lot about like dental health and stuff.
But yeah, I'm sure my teeth are like, if you look at my teeth you wouldn't know probably, because they are pretty straight except for the bottom ones, but like I'm sure they're mad at me from eating candy all the time. But okay, this is what I was gonna say. So I do that, right? I get the junk food and I'm crazy, but I never finish it.
So you just have like packages that are open, or do you buy like the multi-packs and then just
no,
like,
I'm not a multi-pack girl. So I'll buy, I almost never finish like a bag of chips.
Okay.
So I'll eat.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, probably.
No,
it's
yeah, like
better that you eat a few and
yeah.
then
but it's bad
chips,
because
you know?
I'm wasting.
Yeah, but I can see that, but you're wasting chips. You're not wasting like a head of lettuce or like a pound of meat. You know, if you're wasting a pound of meat or, you know, something that is, you know, providing more sustenance and nutritional value, then that'd be like different. But
I wonder how much money I would save if I didn't waste all. Okay, so I'll eat like the majority of the bag of chips, and when it's like on the last quarter,
then I wouldn't even worry about that at that point.
But this happens a lot.
I mean, it adds up.
It adds up a lot. So when I'm on like the last quarter, I will be, for some reason, I don't know what it is in my brain, when I'm on the last quarter, I suddenly find it disgusting.
Maybe, what if you were just like buy smaller bags? I know
I've tried
always
that.
hard to do.
I've tried that and it does work. I'm more likely to finish the small bag, but I don't know why I hate it when chips are thin little things, are going to break all the time, right? I just don't like the crumbly parts of the chips. So like all the crumblies get on the bottom, right? All the broken pieces. Yeah. So maybe that's what's unappetizing to me, is the broken pieces, but it has the same flavor.
I know, but that's fine. I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay that you're not finishing the bags of chips.
I know. But you know what's
like
another
I said,
thing?
it's chips, you know?
Another thing that I do, I don't know what this is in my brain. Psychologists, reach out. But I don't know what this is in my brain, but every time I'm eating something, mainly if it's a sandwich or it has bread or something, I don't finish the last bite. I leave the last bite. Like,
that might mean something.
The last piece of, like, let's say I'm eating a burger or something, the last piece of burger, I will leave the last like bit of the bun or the last bit of the sandwich or whatever
for later, or
no, I just won't eat
I'm
it.
Done.
Yeah, I just won't eat the last bite, even if I'm still hungry. I won't eat the last bite. I don't know what that is psychologically. I think I heard Trisha Paytas talk about that one time, how she always leaves like the last bite of food.
Did you start doing it after you heard her say that?
No, she's the only person that I heard that does the same thing as I do.
You realize that? Okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, I do that too, but I don't know why. I don't know what that is. It's something in my brain that's messed up, but
or maybe not that. I wouldn't say messed up. Maybe it's just something your brain came up with, and it makes you feel better for some reason.
I think it does. It just has. I have issues with food. It has something to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's hope.
There's hope for my teeth.
That takes longer. Yeah, I know that's one of the things that take longer to work on, is like food issues. But I mean, you're fully capable of doing it, you know. But as far as your teeth and
My
the
poor
candy
teeth.
eating, I would, you know.
But like I said,
would
I
say
do
maybe follow a little bit of dental hygienist advice.
Maybe I'll look into, what is it? Teeth Talks?
Teeth Talk Girl.
Teeth Talk Girl.
Yeah, she's got good info.
I'll look into her.
Yeah.
Also, I love a good I don't really like to buy chocolate bars. Like on a regular.
They're usually too big, I think.
They're too big
to go through. I would rather have a small,
or like, you know, like those like
a half of a chocolate bar, you know?
Yeah, like, you know, the bars that I mean are like the Hershey's one, but also like the Snickers, the Paydays, you know, those kind of things. I never buy those, but I will only eat them during Halloween. So
yeah,
like,
when they get passed out or where they're at a party or something, they're little, like the fun size ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't like I said earlier, I don't like caramel. So
is it because of the texture or because of the flavor?
Texture. I'm a textured person. I hate.
It's sticky. So
it's the sticky, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense. We're gonna take a quick break. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi, we're back from our little break. So on break, I thought of a story. So I had this one thing happen to me where I went to a chicken place. I don't know.
You went to a chicken place.
I went to a fried chicken restaurant. Restaurant chain, what have you. And I always order the same thing because I'm boring, but I asked them for an extra toast, an extra bread or whatever. And I said that on the drive-thru. And then when they charged me, they said an extra sauce. So I said extra bread, but they heard extra sauce. So they just misheard me, right? But I paid for it, and I realized that there was a miscommunication. So when I got to the window where they give me the food, I told them, I was like, hey, so I think, well, I said an extra bread, but I think they charged me for an extra sauce. So like, can I just get an extra bread, or like I'll pay whatever the remaining is for an extra toast? I don't know. But I was with my boyfriend. He was right next to me. And then they were like, yeah. But the person I was talking to, they seemed like annoyed. I was like, oh no. And then he was like, are you mad? And I was like, no, I'm not mad at all. And he was like, oh, you sounded like you were mad at them. Like you were mad at them for making the mistake. Like it was their fault for making the mistake. Like as if I was pissed off about it.
Oh, okay. So that's how it was perceived.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming, because if he said that and the person helping me seemed kind of annoyed with me, I was like, oh my gosh, did I sound rude? Like, did I have a tone? And so I guess I did, because the person helping me seemed like, they're like, oh my gosh, like
this customer,
this annoying girl is asking me for an extra toast, and she's saying it's our fault, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for it to be that way. I was just trying to correct the mishap or whatever. But that literally happened like 3 months ago, and I still think about it to this day.
Oh my goodness!
I think
that person has long forgotten this whole thing happened.
But I don't know.
I thought you meant this happened recently.
No, this happened like months and months ago. But I still think about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I ruined that person's day.
I mean, at the same time, I can relate. I'm like that too. I'll be thinking about something I said, and then I'll think about it again, and I'll remember, and I'll like roll my eyes at myself.
Like if, like, let's say there's a road rage like a situation, like somebody honks at me, I will think about that person honking at me for so long. I'll think about it for months. It'll stay in my brain. Yeah, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I annoyed that person because I made a mistake. You know, I'll like.
Well, sometimes people honk out of impatience. It's not always you made a mistake. Like that happens to me sometimes. Like I'll be trying to turn right on a street at a stoplight, and there's a pedestrian, and or let's say the light turns green and I can finally turn right, technically. Without, you know, having to stop first, and there's a pedestrian, so I stop, and then people behind me will honk, and they'll get mad at me, and they don't realize like, hey, I will think about I'm not going because I'm not supposed to go when someone's crossing, you know.
I will think about that honk for I don't know how long. That's just me. I don't know what.
Some things you just gotta let go.
I know I have to let go of the chicken restaurant worker.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure
what
they're
happened,
fine. I'm sure they're fine. It's just like I just don't want to be the cause of somebody's bad day or their annoyance or whatever. So yeah,
only guess focus on what you can control.
I guess, yeah.
And then after it's happened, you can't.
I just like cringe at myself. I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have said that so much nicer or something like that.
It's just what happens, you know, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's something you can use to apply to others. Kind of think like, well, I've done that, or I've been there, I've had bad days, so kind of give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt kind of thing, you know. Don't always assume the worst.
I try to, but sometimes like when I'm working, I'm just like, I think even when people are just not even being annoying, I think I'm just a hater. Like when I'm at work, I just like, I don't actually hate the person. I'm just like annoyed.
Yeah, no, not really. Hate's a strong word.
I'm just annoyed at the fact that I'm there. I'm just annoyed at the fact that I have this job. Like, okay, I like my job. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm just like...
Yeah, you just have days where you don't feel like doing it. That's it. But you just got to try your best, you know. Try to have a good attitude.
Yeah, I try. I think most days I try to wake up... like when I'm about to go into work, I wake up and I'm like, okay, like it's going to be good. Like it's going to be a good day. And most of the time it is. But there's just some people that ruin it for you. And I just don't want to be a ruiner for somebody else. I don't want to be a ruiner for somebody else's day.
Actually, like, this makes me think about talking about the workplace. Do, like, where you work or have worked, do people dress up for Halloween?
Yeah. Last year, Halloween was, like, so slow.
That's what I've heard a lot for restaurants. It tends to be slow on Halloween.
But... at my previous job, they also allowed you to dress up. It was just kind of, I think it was a little bit more limited than the place I work now. But people would dress up, like, not everybody, but I remember I didn't work that day in my previous job, but I did come in dressed up as Charlie Brown. That was the year it was Charlie Brown. So it was like people got into it, and I thought that was fun. And the place I work now, everybody was in costume. Pretty much everybody. So I think that's fun.
I think I was surprised, like when I found out that people would dress up at work. But it really depends on the place that you work at, and it depends on what the rules are there and the nature of your job, you know.
I think the only
at a restaurant
rule,
it's okay, but
because it's not so formal.
If you're working at a lab, I don't know, maybe who knows, maybe people in labs like,
but I think
dress up. But
the only restrictions they had were, obviously you can't be like naked, like half naked.
Have to be dressed appropriately,
and they
according
said
to their dress code.
And they said you can't wear like crazy face paint makeup, or just like, let's say you did like a skeleton, like it just can't, like you can't be like put your whole face in makeup or whatever. I don't know if it's just like not to freak people out, or like, I don't know, but people had like pretty basic costumes. There was I believe like a server and another server, they did like a couple's costume. One of them was Coraline because her hair was dyed blue, so she was Coraline, and then the other server was YB from
the other character.
From the movie. So people get into it. It's cute, I think.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up, so thanks for sharing with us today.
I love Halloween.
I enjoyed our talk.
Everybody be safe. If you're going trick-or-treating, if you're going to a party, be safe and don't drink and drive.
Yeah, and just, you know, common sense stuff, but, you know, just be vigilant and all that.
Be safe and have fun this Halloween.
Yes. All right. Well, talk to you later then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.